Hey guys, welcome to my final vlog, or I guess my only vlog. But I really kind of just want to talk to you about something that's had a major impact on me during this course, and I would have to say that it would be my volunteering hours. Um, you know, the easy route would have been to go to the SPCA, play with some dogs, have some fun. But I found the Brisbane Center, and I think a few of my classmates before talked to me about it. I was really dying to work with Natalie over at RCASA, I believe, but training started in July, so I wouldn't get the hours done in time. So I went over to Brisbane, and it's a homeless shelter. Houses about 80 people. Met with the head coordinator, Joe, and I mean, just I'm in awe at what I've learned so far. And I mean, since then, I formed a bond with Joe, who's the leader, and now I go there pretty much every day and help them with lunch. And today I actually coordinated my own lunch, so put a little bit of Humphrey and Carnegie into what I did, and worked with a few people, and together we made an awesome lunch. We actually ran out of food, so learning for tomorrow when I'm gonna do hold my own lunch again. Um, but it's just amazing the things you learn reading these articles and can actually put into place. And I went out and sat down and I talked to some of the people who um, were at this center, and like you have a mom who has a kid and she wears a high school sweatshirt from like 2013, and that's scary because that's a year earlier than me. And I mean, you just never know when something bad could happen to you and you're basically going to be knocked on your ass. And I think the Brisbane Center is great because it just provides this positive outlook for people, and it provides them, whether it be with church events, food. Um, it has like a 30-day system where they really try to push people to, push their life back on track. They get a counselor and they try to push them towards being sustainable in life. And I think that's the kind of leadership we need in society. And I know we've had a lot of leadership issues with leaders like Trump and in Congress, and I mean everybody has a differing point on that. But it's just very hard to watch a lot of these people not get the care they need. And I think seeing it from a different perspective, because on the outside looking in, I come from a wealthier family, and looking at it, you're like, well, why can't they create their own opportunities? And myself being out there in the job hunt this summer, it took a lot. And I mean, it took, I want to say, a few weeks at least. And I mean, that's with a continuing college education. So I can't even imagine the job hunt if you didn't get to finish high school, you didn't get to finish college. And this is kind of the empathy is dark matter. This is where this comes into play when you actually witness what's happening and the injustices that we see in society. And it's easy to point fingers and place blame, but it's time for people to step up and really take charge. And that's what I think Brisbane Center is doing, and that's why I'm really excited to kind of be a part of that right now. But my volunteering, it really touched me. I'm definitely going over the 15 hours. And it's something I really want to continue to do through the summer and make it like a job. And, it doesn't get paid or anything, but this is something it's 3 or 4 hours out of my day. And, what's what's so hard about that? And that's something, I mean, you guys can definitely check it out, contact me. You're always welcome to come and just see how it runs. Um, but another really interesting thing I thought about this class was, I know I've seen Madison, she had Gower with me in Management 301, and a few others that I've read their blogs, and it's just very interesting to kind of see how um, opinions have formed from the first time we read the article to now. I mean, Empathy was Dark Matter was the first article I read for Gower in spring semester of my sophomore year, maybe my junior year. And she ripped my response a new one. It wasn't the whys or the hows, it was a pretty blanketed book report. And since then, it's just, now it's turned into how can I relate this back to my life? And how can, using that, how can I transform what I'm doing? How can I be a better leader to everyone around me? And that's something I kind of took into the kitchen today. It's something I've taken on in sports in my life, which is a huge part of my life. But one thing I really liked reading about was transparency. And that's something that, you've kind of seen um, leaders now struggle with. And we've had like scandals and all this stuff. And I mean, I just think transparency is the best policy right now because you just never know what people are doing. And I really like how we discuss transparency. Another thing, which of course is a big thing to me, and I'm sure you guys saw if you looked at my blog from before, procrastination. And if you're leading a company, you just can't procrastinate. I mean, it's plain and simple. You have to get your work done. The more you procrastinate, the more your workers procrastinate, and it just sets up a bad precedent within the company. Um, but there are just a few little takeaways I want to talk about. I talk about a lot more in my blog. There's a few funny stories in there too, but really this class has been about growth, and that's something that, of course, leaders always have to do and strive for. But I mean, I am still young and still learning, but this is over the course of a year of taking Gower's classes, there's just been immense growth. And I mean, everybody from my friends to my family have commented on it. But this is, I mean, it's amazing to see my mindset change since I first started reading these articles. And I'm just very, grateful that I've been able to read them and had Gower to kind of point me in the right direction. This is how you should read them. And then form your own opinions on them. And I've liked the back and forth in this class. Wasn't able to speak in one of the sessions, but I definitely was listening, and I'm just really excited to finish out the year with you guys, and it's been an awesome class. Thanks.